Making decisions can be tough. Making the right decision can be very tough. The world is full of carefully laid traps that are intended to trick you. Our goal is to help you identify these traps and overcome them. These concepts can be carried with you throughout your life and applied to nearly any question that you come across. As you go through the decision-making process, just remember the 6 R's of reason. Relax, read, realize, revisit, rationalize, and review. Step 1. Relax. Overall, the recommendation is to take your time when making a decision. Making the right choice requires you to avoid relying on just your gut reaction. By slowing down, you have an opportunity to think with clarity. Step 2. Read. When you read the question, take the time to identify what the question is actually asking. Is it multiple choice, provide an estimate, or provide a specific answer? Keep this in mind as you think through your response. Step 3. Realize. After you understand what type of answer your question is seeking to address, it's time to look at the facts that you have been given. Stories from experts are often a trap. Numbers are thrown around with disregard. Do not fall victim to the tempting fallacy that past performance equals future results. If you are provided data, make sure that the data is from a reliable source and only consider it if the sample size is at least 30. Good data is difficult to find, so we encourage you to skeptically think about the facts you are provided. Is it really telling you a complete and true story? You should think about this data with probability in mind. Step 4. Revisit. After you have taken the time to review the question's data and determine if it can truly be trusted, you should ask yourself, why should I care about this information? If the data can't be used to directly answer your question, don't use it. It's a trap. If the data can be used and calls on a large and reliable sample size, then think about the probability that the data will lead you to the correct answer. Remember that nothing is 100% accurate. Step 5. Rationalize. Now that you have slowly thought through the question, it's time to make your decision. Avoid calling on past events or experiences to answer your question. Past results do not mean future results. Keep them separate. Use data with caution. If your data does come from a good source, large in sample, then you can use it. Make sure that you don't overweight the data's impact on your decision. It should contribute to your conclusion, but not simply provide it. Adjust your answer based on the predicted outcome. Step 6. Review. Before submitting your answer, think about your process. This step in the decision-making process is critical and requires humility. Did you consider all the information available? What did you not consider? It is very important that you do not just consider the convenient information that you naturally agree with. Are you a little too confident in your answer? Consider why you might be wrong. Congratulations! By taking the time to walk through the 6 R's of reason, you have made an important stride in avoiding the carefully laid traps of the world. The goal here is to eliminate those silly errors when answering questions. Let's now take a moment to recap the 6 R's of the decision-making process. Make sure to relax and slow down when you are asked a question to avoid the gut reaction response. Read the question carefully to understand what is specifically being asked. Realize that your data might not be as accurate as you think. Revisit any facts provided that are truly necessary to answering the question. Rationalize. Weight your decisions with humility by asking what is the probability that this information will actually lead you to the correct answer. Review your process to ensure that you have considered all available facts and that you are not overly confident in your decision. Enjoy the successes of your hard-earned labor.